Let's begin at the back, because that's where the BYD Song Plus 2025 instantly grabs attention. The rear design is clean, wide, and confidently modern. A full-width LED light bar stretches across the tailgate, giving it that upscale, almost luxury SUV vibe. At night, this lighting signature looks absolutely stunning. It makes the vehicle appear wider and more planted on the road. And here's a question for you. Do you prefer this full-width LED style, or are traditional separate tail lamps still your favorite? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The rear bumper is sculpted neatly, with subtle lines that add personality without going overboard. No fake vents, no unnecessary aggression, just a smooth aerodynamic finish. Whether you're looking at the plug-in hybrid or the fully electric version, the lower rear detailing is slightly different, but both keep that refined and mature appearance. It's premium without screaming for attention, something even established brands are still perfecting. Now let's move to the left side profile. This is where proportions matter, and BYD nailed it. The Song Plus is technically a compact SUV, but it doesn't look small or budget-focused. The shoulder line flows smoothly from the front fender all the way to the rear lights, giving it a sleek, almost coupe-inspired stance. The wheel arches are gently flared, housing 18 or 19-inch alloy wheels depending on the trim. Compared to something like the Toyota RAV4, which leans toward a rugged, boxy feel, the Song Plus looks more streamlined and aerodynamic. Even against the Honda CR-V, which plays it safe with a traditional upright design, this BYD feels more futuristic. And honestly, would you pick a bold, modern look over a conservative design? I'm curious what you'd choose. Shifting over to the right side, the design consistency really shows. Everything feels balanced and symmetrical. The roofline gently slopes toward the rear, improving airflow without sacrificing rear headroom. The side mirrors are sleek, often finished in contrasting black, and higher trims include integrated cameras for the 360-degree view system. There's a calm confidence in the way this SUV is styled. No excessive creases, no dramatic distractions, just clean surfacing that feels thoughtfully designed. In lighter colors especially, you can see how the body curves catch the light beautifully. It's the kind of SUV that looks expensive even before you know the price. Now let's step inside, because this is where the BYD Song Plus 2025 really starts to impress. The cabin feels open, modern, and surprisingly upscale for its segment. The dashboard follows a wide horizontal layout, which visually expands the space. Front and center sits BYD's signature rotating touchscreen. And yes, it still rotates between portrait and landscape mode at the touch of a button. It's smooth, responsive, and loaded with features. Navigation, smartphone connectivity, vehicle settings, everything is intuitive. Compared to some infotainment systems in Japanese rivals, this one feels more high-tech and fluid. Have you ever used a rotating screen before? Would you actually switch between portrait and landscape, or just leave it in one position? Material quality for 2025 has clearly improved. Soft-touch surfaces cover the upper dashboard and door panels. There's stitching detail that adds sophistication, and depending on the trim, you get textured accents that elevate the entire cabin feel. The seats have been upgraded for better support and cushioning, and on higher trims, you'll find heated and ventilated front seats, something not always standard in competitors at this price point. Rear passengers are not forgotten. There's generous legroom and headroom, making this a solid choice for families or long-distance travelers. The added sound insulation and available acoustic glass make the cabin noticeably quieter. It genuinely feels closer to a premium European SUV than a mainstream compact crossover. Now let's talk about what powers this machine. The plug-in hybrid version combines a 1.5-liter engine with BYD's advanced DMI hybrid system. Combined output sits around 200 to 220 horsepower, delivering smooth and efficient performance. In city driving, it feels effortless because electric power does most of the work. Acceleration is linear and refined. Compared to the RAV4 hybrid, the Song Plus often feels quieter at low speeds and more seamless in traffic. But if you go fully electric, that's where things get even more interesting. The EV version uses BYD's Blade battery technology, known for its safety and durability. Power ranges from about 204 horsepower in single-motor versions to nearly 300 horsepower in dual-motor all-wheel drive variants. The quicker versions can sprint from 0 to 100 km/h in the mid-6-second range, which is seriously impressive for a practical family SUV. And then there's the range. between 520 and over 600 kilometers on the CLTC cycle. That puts it right alongside many newer electric crossovers from Volkswagen and Hyundai. Let me ask you this. If you were buying today, would you go hybrid for flexibility or full EV for zero emissions? I'd love to know what side you're on. Technology is another highlight. You get adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, and a full 360-degree camera system. Over-the-air updates keep the software fresh, and mobile app connectivity lets you check the car's status, pre-cool the cabin, or locate it remotely. Some rivals charge extra for features like these. Here, many of them come bundled in. Now we arrive at the big question, price. Depending on the market and configuration, the BYD Song Plus 2025 is expected to start around $27,000 and climb to roughly $38,000 for higher-spec hybrid or electric trims. When you compare that to similarly equipped versions of the Honda CR-V hybrid or Toyota RAV4 hybrid, the value proposition becomes crystal clear. You're getting more tech, strong performance, advanced battery technology, and a modern design, often for less money. That's not just competitive, that's disruptive. So what's the final verdict? The BYD Song Plus 2025 feels like one of the smartest compact SUV choices right now. It blends modern styling, a comfortable and tech-rich interior, efficient hybrid and electric powertrains, and pricing that undercuts established rivals. Whether you're a family buyer, a daily commuter, or someone ready to step into electrification